Good evening. Welcome to the IHH for Veteran live stream. Here at IHH for Veteran, we specialize in assisting veterans with their physical and mental health transformation. This group addresses the unique challenges of veterans to improve their overall quality of life. Many veterans have expressed they have questions regarding the heroic dogs of war. So tonight I'd like to introduce you to 6 canines who have served with honor as faithful best friends in trenches, foxholes, ships, aircrafts, and POW camps. This article was written by Toby Harden, June 8th, 2023. Troops love dogs and often take time out to care for them, even in dangerous situations. As a war reporter during the Battle of Fallujah in 2004, I was with 1st Infantry Division soldiers in Iraq, clearing houses when they stopped searching for insurgent fighters to round up a litter of puppies. When canines came in from the wild in prehistoric times and threw their lot in with humans, it was inevitable they would be used in war. Greeks and Babylonians all recognized the tactical advantage of war dogs and deployed them in great numbers as forward-attracting elements. Since then, dogs have been military messengers, rescuers, sniffers, companions, and mascots. Here are some of the finest four-legged specimens that have served. First one is Smokey, a Yorkshire Terrier, saw action in the Pacific. Bill Wine, who was serving with the 5th Air Force, bought Smokey from a motor pool sergeant after she was found abandoned in a foxhole in the jungles of New Guinea in February 1944. The Yorkshire Terrier took part in 12 air-sea rescue and photo reconnaissance missions, survived 150 air raids on New Guinea, and made it through a typhoon in Okinawa. She would howl when Wayne played his harmonica. Her finest hour came in the island of Luzon when communication wires had to be laid in a ditch dug across a 40-foot section of a runway that was exposed to aerial bombardment. Wayne explained in his book, Yorkie Doodle Dandy. Tight string was attached to Smokey's collar, and I set her at one end of the culvert, ordering her to stay sit. I went to the far end and started calling, Smokey, come, come. It seemed to take forever, but soon I saw her amber eyes glowing inside the culvert about 10 feet away. Smokey went home with Wayne to Cleveland, Ohio after the war and lived until 1957. Wayne died in 2021 at age 99. Judy is an English pointer, became POW after her ship was torpedoed. Born in Shanghai in 1937, Judy, a purebred lever and white English pointer, was a Royal Navy mascot in HMS Gant and Grasshopper in the Far East. In February 1942, Grasshopper was torpedoed and caught fire. Judy was among those who washed up on an uninhabited island. Judy soon unearthed a life-saving freshwater spring and was taken with a group of survivors to Sumatra for a commandeer Chinese junk. After a 200-mile cross-country trek, the group was taken prisoner. Judy was hidden under rice sacks and taken to a POW camp. At the camp, she linked up the leading aircraftman, Frank Williams, who took her home to Liverpool when World War II ended in 1945. Judy was awarded the Duncan Medal, the British equivalent to the Medal of Honor for Animals, and died at age 13 in East Africa, where Williams was working on a government-funded flood scheme. Cairo is a Belgian Maltese, took part in Osama bin Laden's raid. This remarkable Navy military working dog, assigned to SEAL Team 6, was shot in the chest and front leg by Taliban fighters in 2009. He recovered in May 2011, was flown into Pakistan in a modified MH-60 Black Hawk for an Operation Neptune spear raid in Abadan, during which Al-Qaeda leader Osama Laden was killed. During 45 minutes on the ground in Pakistan, Cairo was used by his SEAL handler, Will Chesney, to look for explosives outside the compound where bin Laden was hiding. After the terrorist leader was shot dead, Cairo was taken inside to clear rooms. Cairo held a restless crowd at bay while SEALs gathered vital intelligence. A Belgian Maltese, valued up to $65,000, is smaller and more compact than a German Shepherd. The dogs have a sense of smell 40 times greater than a human's, and they're as fast as a man in peak condition. In military service, they are often equipped with video cameras and sometimes sent into danger via a tandem parachute jump with their handlers. Cairo was adopted by Chelsea and died in Texas in 2015. Chelsea wrote the best-selling book, No Ordinary Dog, about Cairo, discussing their relationship as profound and intimate. Next, we have Sergeant Stubby, terrier mix served in trenches in France. Found wandering the grounds at the Yale University campus in New Haven, Connecticut in July 2017, Stubby was smuggled in a corporal's overcoat to Europe in a troop ship. He served in 17 battles during 4 offensives with the 26th Division. And the Argonne Stovey sniffed it out a German spy and held on to the seat of his pants until soldiers completed the capture. Gassed and injured by a grenade, Stubby was given the rank of sergeant and allowed to wear the spy's iron cross on his cloak. After World War I, Stubby became a national hero and was presented with the Humane Education Society Medal by General John Blackjack Pershing in 1921. He stayed at New York's Majestic Hotel and met with 3 U.S. presidents. Stubby received a long obituary in the New York Times when he died in 1926 and was stuffed and mounted. He is an exhibit at the Smithsonian. Next, we have Lex, who was a German Shepherd, stayed faithful when Marie Handler killed. After Lex was wounded in a mortar attack in Fallujah in 1927, he refused to leave the side of his Marine handler, Captain Dustin Lee, 20, who had been killed. The pair had slept next to each other and posed in Santa hats for a holiday photo. This strong bond prompted Lee's family to adopt the 8-year-old German Shepherd, who was released from military service 2 years earlier. He knew that's what Dustin would have wanted out of this, said Lee's father. He knew that we would take care of Lex and love him just like our own. Lex struggled with mobility issues during his injuries. He had about 50 pieces of shrapnel in his body. He died of cancer in 2012. I want to cry. Next, we have Chips, a mud who attacked Nazi machine gunners in Sicily. The most decorated American dog in World War II was Chip, one of the 10,475 dogs to serve in the canine courts. A German Shepherd, Collie, and Husky mix brought up in Pleasantville, New York. He was a scout dog alongside American troops of the 3rd Infantry Division in North America, Italy, France, and Germany. In 1943, Chips and his handler were pinned down by fire from a machine gun nest during the invasion of Sicily. Chips broke free and attacked the German troops, fixing his teeth around one of them and forcing their surrender. The Silver Star and Purple Heart medals awarded to Chips were rescinded because animals were not authorized to receive them. Chips retired to Pleasantville and died in 1946. In 1950, 50 years after his birth, Disney released Chips, the War Dog, a TV movie based on his life. A very well-deserved tribute, I have to say. To schedule a complimentary assessment, and just go to my website, veteranvictories.org. Thank you and good evening.